I didn't open the message right away. I stared at my phone, watching the screen dim, then light up again. Unread. From my own number. 3 years ago. I told myself it had to be a glitch, a delayed sync, anything but what it felt like. When I finally opened it, there was no text, just a draft, a long one. Lines and lines of words, half-finished sentences, thoughts interrupted mid-breath. It wasn't written to anyone. No greeting, no goodbye. It was written to myself. I don't know how to explain this without sounding dramatic, the draft began, but something keeps slipping away from me. Memories, feelings, people. My throat tightened. The next lines talked about exhaustion, about pretending everything was fine because it was easier than explaining why it wasn't. Then I read this. I keep forgetting the nights, so I'm leaving myself reminders. If you're reading this, it means you found one. My hands were cold now. I scrolled. There were timestamps, dozens of them, always late at night, always between 2 and 3 a.m. Each entry ended the same way. If you feel watched, it's because you asked me to watch you. I dropped the phone onto the bed. Suddenly, small things started lining up. Moments I had brushed off. Days that felt blurred together. Why certain conversations felt familiar even when I couldn't remember having them. I picked the phone back up. The anonymous chat was still there. For the first time, I typed something new. I remember a little. The typing bubble appeared immediately. No delay, no hesitation. That's enough for tonight. I swallowed. Who are you? I typed. Really? The reply came slower this time. I'm the version of you that stayed awake when you couldn't. I felt something crack in my chest. Not fear, not relief. Recognition. The messages hadn't been watching me. They had been keeping track. Holding on to the parts of me I kept letting fade. I typed one last question. Why now? The answer appeared, line by line. Because you don't need someone to remind you anymore. You're finally listening. The chat disappeared as soon as I read it. No error, no trace, just gone. I checked my drafts again. Every entry was still there, every reminder, every unfinished thought, except one new line at the very bottom, added just seconds ago. You made it this far. That means you're still here. Please don't forget that again. It's 2:11 a.m. now. My phone hasn't buzzed. And for the first time in a long while, the silence doesn't feel empty. It feels earned.